am Maya Robertson, and I have been thinking about a time in my life where Jesus has been a parent in my life, and I had a very hard time figuring that out because he has been in everything in my life, where I can't pick one instance because he is just constantly revealing himself. He is a part of every situation. I feel like a lot of times, in retrospect, we can see how God is working in our life. And one core memory that came up was, I believe it was a Good Friday service here at New Life, and Pastor Greg had us write down a sin that we had been holding on to. And backstory is, I had just moved home from college. It was my senior year of college, and I moved home because I needed to. I needed to come home to my foundation, and I needed my family with me. And so that was very hard for me to to let go and let God take that shame from me. I had been dealing with it on my own for too long. And so coming home and being able to write my sin down and literally nail it on the cross was so extremely powerful and freeing for me that from that moment on, I felt so connected to God that I trusted in him fully. And it's not always perfect, but that was Good Friday in 2011. 2012, and the following October, I met my real life Boaz, who came and just absolutely redeemed me from the shame that I had been dealing with. God sent him to me, and we are now married for 9 years. We have 2 beautiful boys, and that is a whole testimony to God in itself. We got married, and I was so thankful to God for bringing that Redeemer in my life, and then sent us on a journey of infertility and being told we would never have children naturally. And now here we are with 2 boys, and it wasn't easy, but God has continued to reveal himself and his timing, and just showing me that I can trust in his plan because it always prevails. It is what he does for us. And I think one of the core verses that we've been focusing on in this Advent season is that from his abundance, we all have received gracious or a blessing upon blessing. And it's grace upon grace that God continually shows up in our life. And he doesn't just sit up in heaven and just watch us go about our lives and hope that we come back to him. I truly believe that he comes and sits with us in the pain, in the shame, and in the sin, and he takes that upon himself. But if we can just nail that on the cross and give that to him, that has been such an incredible symbol in my life of how he just comes through every single time. And no matter how many times we turn away or sin against him because we're human, he is there sitting with us and just reminding us that he's there. So this Christmas season, I'm just so incredibly thankful for this time to look back and reminisce on how good God is in our lives and how he shows up time and time again and gives us that grace upon grace.